So saddle bronc athlete turned country music sensation Chancey Williams has gone from competing on horseback to performing center stage. The Wyoming native has toured the nation, opening for acts such as Texas's own Cody Johnson and Parker McCullum, Alan Jackson, Dierks Bentley, and even the late Toby Keith. And next, he's taken the stage at the North Texas Fair and Rodeo in Denton. And this morning, I'm saying howdy to Chancey. Hi, Chancey.
How you doing this morning?
I am doing great. I just love being able to talk to you. So you grew up on a ranch, and of course you were known for being a saddle bronc rider. What on earth led you to get into the music scene?
Well, yeah, I grew up rodeoing and ranching with my family in Wyoming, and just kind of got into music when I was in college, and I figured I could sing a lot longer than I could ride bucking horses, so I ended up in music.
All right, so what is scarier? Singing in front of thousands of people or competing on like a rowdy, really ticked off bronco?
Well, it kind of depends. Sometimes those broncs are kind of tough, but stepping out in front of a bunch of people is also kind of nerve-wracking too. But I think you get a little bit more control singing. So I would say bronc riding's a little tougher than singing, I would say.
Well, both of them have got to be a huge adrenaline rush for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I love both. I don't ride bucking horses anymore because it's a real young man's game. But I enjoy singing. But yeah, both very scary.
All right. Well, it's like good. I'm glad you're not continuing to be on those horses. That can be scary, and as you said, a young person's sport for sure. But you're getting ready to perform at the North Texas Fair and Rodeo in Denton. Now that's my old stomping grounds. What do you like most about performing at an old country fair?
Man, I tell you what, we're made for fairs and rodeos. We play a lot of them throughout the year. So we always, for one, like come to Texas because Texas people and folks from Wyoming, we're pretty much the same people. We're good ranchers and farmers and cowboys. So we're excited to get to Texas. But yeah, anytime we get to play a fair, it's our fan base for sure. People grew up in agriculture and the Western way of life. So we're really looking forward to getting to North Texas there.
Oh, well, we cannot wait to have you. We're going to be welcoming you with open arms. So I want to talk a little bit about your music style. You say it's neo-traditional. What on earth does neo-traditional country music sound like?
Well, I wish I could really answer that like everybody always asks me. I don't really know they put that on there, but I think it's somewhere between, older, like 90s sounding country music mixed with the kind of the new sound. So, I mean, we're definitely not like country radio by all means, but we're also not old time country. We're kind of right in the middle.
That's the perfect place to be because we love some of those old songs. We love hearing those traditional country music, but to add a little bit of that modern spin is good for everybody. So where did you get your inspiration for your music? I know that one of your songs was actually written for your uncle. Does family and your own personal experience really inform the lyrics that you write?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I grew up as a ranch kid and a rodeo cowboy. So, I try to sing about stuff that I know about. I stay in my lane when it comes to songs I write and songs I cut. So, yeah, my new one's a true story about my Uncle Don making a bet about riding a bronc back in the day and winning the bet. So it's a true story. But, yeah, I just try to be authentic. I grew up as a cowboy. That's really all I know about what to do and what to sing about. So I stay in my lane. I try to be as authentic as possible. So my upbringing of being a cowboy and a bronc rider and a rancher plays into a lot of my music for sure.
Well, that's what I love about country western music. There's a story behind so many of those songs, and they're sung from the heart. So I think you're doing something right for sure. And you've got a recent single. It's called Pearl Snap Preacher. What's that about?
Yeah, this song is great. We shot a video for it there on the ranch in Warcroft. My dad's the star in it. But this song, I feel like relates to a lot of people. It's a song about, praying to God in different ways, whether it's on a fence line out in the pasture or it's going to church. Everybody has their own way. And this song's about an old cowboy that doesn't necessarily go to church, but prays in different ways out on his ranch. And he's a pearl snap preacher. And we've really enjoyed this one so far. We're having it out. And the video is fun shooting it. My mom and dad are both in it. We shot it at the ranch, so it's a fun one.
I love it. I had the opportunity to listen to it, and I fell in love. And the fact that you've incorporated your family into the video, once again, it really speaks to the storytelling that you're doing when you're performing your songs. So what are you looking forward to the most when you come to North Texas this weekend?
Well, we're just always excited to meet new fans and meet new people. We've played Texas some over the years, but we we stay west a lot. But anytime we get a chance to come to Texas, we're real excited because, you know, like I said before, we're the same type of people, the same upbringing, the same values Wyoming and Texans have. So we're just excited to meet a bunch of new fans, and we hope everybody comes out to the show and looks our stuff up and enjoys our music.
Well, it is the music that ties us all together. Thank you so much for joining us today. We can't wait to have you in town this weekend.
Well, I sure appreciate you guys having me on. We can't wait to see everybody up there.
All right. Well, once again, you can see Chancey on the main stage at the North Texas Fair and Rodeo in Denton this Sunday, immediately following the rodeo. And you can learn more at ntfair.com or on his website, chanceywilliams.com. Thank you again for joining me. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me on. I sure appreciate it.